Hey, what is up, guys? I don't think anybody's on here yet. I didn't announce this video. I'm sort of bored in my hotel room, so I'm just gonna chill here until I see a few people join. Which I don't know if I'll be able to tell on this one. I'm trying this SteamYard thing for the first time. Apparently, it's the most popular way to do these live videos, and I'm gonna try and get some other people on with this. So you're gonna have to bear with me. Again, first time on this, and there we go. Todd's here, so let's see if I can't send you a link, Todd, and we'll figure this whole thing out together. I'll just message it to you. First time using this whole SteamYard thing, so you'll have to bear with me. Rick, what's going on? Brian, what's up, guys? Coming to you from Tokyo. I'm bored to tears. Um, like really bored. I have a flight tonight out to Hong Kong, but I was gonna go look for snakes, but I just didn't do it today. I don't know why. It's a little cool, but who's it? Emily Wilson. Good evening, morning, afternoon. Yeah, all of the above. Yeah, I don't even know what time it is. It's night at home. It is like 2:30 in the afternoon or so here in Tokyo, but I'm sort of getting the zombie look, so it must mean it's time to go to work. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get some other guys in here. Todd's gonna join, I believe. Smetlogik might get on here as well. Hello from China. Nice. James Dean in China. New Orleans there for, do I say it right? New Orleans? New Orleans? Snakes on the Plains is here. Josh, what's going on, Josh? Rick, what's up, buddy? Um, yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out how to get. Oh, here's Todd. Let's see. Add the stream. See if we can figure this thing out. Oh, gee, it's nighttime where Todd is. Todd is sleeping right now.
No, it's Todd's getting everything ready for nighttime, but
Yeah, I can remove you for an hour or something. I'm just screwing around with this StreamYard thing, trying to figure out what to do. So, who knows if it's going to work or not? But at least I was able to get you on, so you can carry the show for me.
yeah, it's StreamYard is a lot to it's not a lot to learn at first. It's a little bit difficult, and I need to get settled down here so I can
Yeah, no worries.
get myself an angle. But
You shoot your video with the Sony AX53, right?
a lot of them I do. Some of them I shoot with my iPhone.
You recognize mine?
What did you do to that thing, Lou?
I was sort of bored in the hotel room, and it was not working anyhow. So I just started taking screw after screw out, and this is where I'm at right now. So yeah, good times.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, we'll see how many people. I don't know if I can tell who's even on this. Oh, I see up there, 12 people. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the whole platform here because everything's kind of different. But I think you can like add, like we can say this guy here from Washington State is here. We got somebody from Colby from. Oh, it's a city in Louisiana. There we go. So we can add all kinds of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, love Japan. I am in Tokyo now. Yes, I am. Please come to my house. Um, my wife might not be happy with that. I'm not sure who this is exactly. But yeah, okay. Let's see who else we got on here.
Josh
Josh is in
M's.
Arizona. No snakes, huh? But saw 4 owls today. That's cool. You see owls, Todd, where you're at quite a bit, or?
Yeah, I've got a couple of big barred owls that hang out in my backyard, and when I'm out back feeding the Atrox, that's what I usually see.
No, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't. I rarely see owls anywhere I go, and if I do, it's only for a split second before they see me and they're out of there. So, let's see. Oh, we got somebody here from what? From Cuba?
Cuba.
Wow. All right then. Well, we're reaching all over the globe here. We got somebody from China. We got a bunch of people from the U.S. All over the U.S. But yeah, so everybody's on a different time zone, so that's always exciting. You're what, midnight, Todd, or 1
Yeah,
a.m.
it's,
or?
it's 12:30 a.m. here Central
Okay.
Standard.
Yeah, you're always up late anyhow, right?
Yeah, I usually am. It's I'm kind of a night owl, and when I can't get out and herp right now, it's good to be out herping in the morning, like if you're going for hognose. So that's the big thing out here right now. But I can't drive out that far, with my arm banged up the way it is. So I
Yeah.
mean,
When's that thing coming off?
hopefully in another week or two.
Oh, that's not too bad, right?
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna go look for snakes today. It's still daytime. It's like 2:30 or something, and I'm just not motivated. You ever have those days you're like, I mean, I had done nothing. I sat in my hotel room. I edited a video, which took forever to put out, and I finished that. But I just, I just don't think I'm going to find anything. And it's about an hour and a half walk, and so
You
I
know,
don't
I
know.
I get those days where like I'm not motivated to go out and do anything, and it seems like it'd be a good day, and I'm thinking, no, this day doesn't have it, and then everybody else goes out and they nail it, and I'm like kicking myself for not going out.
Yeah,
So
I've had plenty of those days. We got someone from Brea, California. All right, not too late there. What 10:30 at night? What do we got here? Any new finds? Can we expect a new video? I put one out this morning or yesterday. It's a new video, but I wouldn't say like it's a lot of old stuff that I kind of made into a new video. So I haven't found anything lately. So Todd knows the feeling. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's yeah. When it sucks, it sucks, and it's like I want to make a video, and I'm actually my next video is going to be, as weird as this sounds, it's going to be how to make a paper airplane that's like the best paper airplane you can make. It's a goofy thing, but I shared a video a long time ago somewhere on Instagram, and then someone recently shared it, and it got like 300,000 views, and a bunch of people are asking me how to make it. So believe it or not, I'm going to make a. Hopefully, it's fun and entertaining, but it'll probably only be a couple minutes long of how to make a paper airplane. So
you,
we'll
you have
see.
you have a loyal following. They will watch it. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It'll either do really well or it'll go like the airplane, maybe straight down. We'll see. What else we got in the chat? Anything going on here?
Reptile from New Mexico's in the house.
No, there we go. You reptile, what's going on? Take the dogs out, huh? Uh-huh. How many dogs you got there? Quite a few, or these dogs? It's got to be more than one. But we have one dog at our house, and we got three cats. Oh, three cats. Anyway, yeah. That's another whole story in itself. But
Oh boy.
nothing exciting on this video, guys. Just us guys talking about, I don't know, whatever we're going to talk about. But I'm killing time. I got a Hong Kong flight tonight, so instead of sleeping, I'm not going to sleep yet. But I'll get some sleep somewhere along the way. But I got a few hours before that starts.
I got a new LED panel.
Oh, I think you froze up. Are you frozen? Oh, what is it?
An LED panel.
Oh, for your camera then, or?
Yeah, for my camera and also to like get side shots of,
Oh, yeah.
to like light the snake from the side.
Have you used it yet, or?
No, I might go out and see if I can find something to use it on around the farm later tonight, but I'm not real optimistic I'll see anything.
Have you noticed some LED lights, and I just use whatever I can find, whatever I have around the house, but some of them give everything kind of a, I don't know if it's a bluish tint, but it doesn't, sometimes the video doesn't look so great. And if you get the really cheap ones or something, you get this like strobe light effect with them if the shutter frame rate is off, or I don't know what goes on, but then you get this great video and you're like, oh, it's not so great like I thought it was going to be.
Well, what I've been wanting to do is start photographing stuff, like when I find stuff, but also instead of having the flash directly head on, kind of get some of it angled off to the side.
Yeah,
I,
it's tough when you're by yourself to do to come up with all these different, like if you had another guy, some of that stuff would be super easy. But of course, if you're by yourself, it's not.
Smetlogik is in the studio.
There he is.
He's
There he
claiming we
is.
don't
Add the
like him.
stream. Look
We
at
all
that. Now it's a party.
Now it's a party, man.
we
What's
all
going
love
on, Rob? How you
Smetlogik.
doing, buddy?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah. I'm waiting for my wife to tell me, I think. I don't know. I think I'm doing okay.
I feel you. I got my gamer headphones on, man.
I like it. I like it a lot. What's
guys
what's
broke
going on
up
in
my-
Arizona? Is still any snakes, or is it?
What's going on in Arizona? I can't tell you, honestly. That's too many secrets, man. I just,
Vine
we went
snakes
out-
everywhere.
we went looking for hog the other day, hog nose. So
Oh, I didn't even
tell
know
you.
those were in Arizona.
yeah, no, we got them. We got them. In fact, your buddy, Snakes on the Plains found one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're not. In fact, on the road you went on, you inspired him to go on that road with your wife.
Yeah, the one with the, oh, yeah, oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the
Okay, I wasn't
dirt.
sure
She
if it was
did
the
the
one with the red and
cartwheel.
black,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
piece that I
yeah.
have in California now.
Yeah, man. So anyway, he found a hog. So
Wow, I wouldn't
yeah,
have even known when I was looking at it first because I wouldn't have been expecting that. I've never seen one in the wild before,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so not much else, man. It's it's Arizona. It's 80s and 60s, just like California, right? You guys got rain though, right?
I think so. I left a couple days ago, and it's
Oh, that's
supposed
right.
to
You're in
rain, I think,
Japan.
on Monday. Monday's
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
be the
yeah.
big rain, so maybe I'll go flip some boards on I get home on Thursday, but
Yeah, you guys yeah, you get some rain going. You got to go pop it, man. So
yeah, well, spring's our best. You guys gotta come out in spring because that's when it's that's when it's the best and it's
no, and
the
spring for
easiest.
you is what, like January or something? Or
Yeah, it would seem, but, no, yeah, and March is our best month for flipping boards, it seems.
yeah, I need to.
So,
I'm not that far away from you, man. I need to do it this year and get out there.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I found a rosy boa, so and a scarlet in Oklahoma. So come on, man.
Okay.
Who cares about vine snakes, man?
Rosie Boa where?
It was in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is it one of the cool looking, I don't know the different ones, the kind of chocolatey looking ones that are more,
Yeah, it was
I
down
don't know,
by
the
the
California
border.
ones are like orange and bluish or grayish,
No,
but the
this was
ones you
cool.
get,
Yeah, ours was a
yeah,
little dude, but it was still cool to find, man. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a lifer for us. So
awesome.
so
Now besides the vine snake,
well,
what is it you haven't
besides,
found?
what do we need out here? We need a bunch of the rattlesnakes up north. I just haven't gone
Hmm,
up and done it. So you're
okay.
talking about the lutosis and Grand Canyon rattlesnake, that kind of
Yep,
stuff. So yeah, other than
okay,
that, a couple of shovel nose. We need a couple shovel nose, but we're close,
okay.
man. We're close. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Then
So
you gotta move to another state, or how does that go?
country, gonna go to Africa. So or
No, well, that
continent. Actually, I'm going to Africa, man. What the heck? So Australia, I don't know, man.
yeah, you gotta
But
move around, and how about you, Todd? Where are
yeah,
you
what's
guys
your
gonna
deal,
park
man?
up there? What's going on?
Yeah, curious what you haven't found in Oklahoma, man.
Oh, Oklahoma, I'm sorry, I thought you were in
Well,
Texas for some reason.
well, I haven't found a live scarlet snake.
I have just
Yeah, yeah, I know you have. And I'm going to be like downloading pictures of vine snakes to like post on Instagram. I tell you, I really struggled with a saga this year. Finally got one, Western Massasauga, and I was really after the dusky hognose or dusky hognose. I guess they've been reclassed. We always called them westerns, and I was going to be out like in the central part of Oklahoma this week and last week. But being the yahoo that I am, I got a little racer out of my swimming pool as I was filling it up, and I
yeah, you
slipped
did.
and broke my arm.
Yeah, man.
And it's just like,
That
man,
shouldn't stop you though. Ask
it-
Lou. You just got to keep.
I mean, it
Yeah.
wouldn't even slow me down. It'd make me just run harder, I think, right? I
That's
mean,
right, man. That's right.
you got
That's
two
right.
hands.
You get bonus points for that. You find your target with a broken arm. You know what I'm saying?
hey, there you
So,
go.
if
And
we could all meet somewhere, if all three of us could go, or a bunch of herpers in the U.S. could go and meet up somewhere and like go find snakes, where would be the best or easiest place to do that? Would you guys
Snake
think?
Road.
Snake Road?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I think. I mean, it's pretty chill. You keep saying you want to do it. I recommend it highly. I'm assuming 2022 might be a good time to sometime like early October. And there may
Well,
be somebody.
is it better in the fall than the spring, or does
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went in the spring a couple times, and you're really rolling the dice, man, because you're hoping it's warming up, right? You get out there, and yeah, we ran into rain, freezing. Yeah, it's a lot better in the fall.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
yeah,
be a lot
yeah,
of fun.
yeah.
Is
It's a
there
blast, man.
is there
I
camping or a place someone could stay if they didn't camp, or what's
Yeah,
the
for sure.
situation?
Yeah,
Okay.
small towns nearby. People do both. They camp or they pick a hotel, but I would recommend Snake Road. It's really laid back. It's chill. You can easily find stuff. But the bonfires, it's awesome, man. Who
Yeah,
said
it
what? I
sounds like
think.
it.
Oh, never
We could
mind. Eastern New Mexico. That's funny.
well,
Yeah, Eastern New Mexico. That's a hot
yeah,
spot.
we get a hot air balloon and go search from the air or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there you go.
I'm sure I could fly one of those. How
fly
hard
out of
could it be?
Albuquerque.
Yeah, Snake
Yeah.
Road. Have you neither one of you been to Snake Road?
I've not all my friends have been, but I've kind of wrestled with the idea of going up there, and most of what I can see up there, I can see here.
Right.
So
Pretty
probably
much
not.
it. Yep.
Probably not as in as much numbers. I've got a road south of Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's known to the locals. We keep it to the locals,
Right.
and pygmies, cottonmouths, copperheads, an occasional timber, Scarlets are there. They're hard to hit there, but hognose, the easterns are there in mass.
Right.
You know, so that would be an interesting place. Although I don't know if I'd roll the dice on it. I might roll the dice on Snake Road before, but the milk snakes up on Snake Road that I've seen pictures of from people
Yeah,
like Chad Whitney.
Yep.
It's just like, oh gosh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I ran into Chad the last time. In fact, I talked to Chad and kind of said, "Hey, you should come down." And he came down from wherever he was, and I think he was, I don't know where he was at the time. I think he was actually in Illinois or doing some school or, but yeah, it's just a good place to kind of hang around a big bonfire. You hear a lot of stories, you know, the alcohol starts flowing and everybody's your friend.
Is everybody there more or less there for the snakes, or what else
No.
is there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, mainly the snakes. There's salamanders. You know,
but I mean, as far as like, are there other people camping there because it's a real pretty area, or is it like the people that go there are just going to look for snakes, essentially?
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of a migration thing, right? You got the swamps. You've seen some of my videos or Snake Road videos, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So so you got the bluffs and the swamps. So what you're doing is trying to catch that migration. So it's weird. You're walking this road and I mean, snakes are just crossing, right? It's pretty easy.
But the people there that are camping and stuff, they're all there essentially as herpers, or are there other people that just like that area?
No. I think if you're walking the road, you're looking for herps, man. I think
that's cool. So you see a lot of people with the same hobby, essentially.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And so usually whoever organizes one of those tries to reserve the campground if you can. There's a couple of them. And if we could get one of them reserved, yeah, it's a blast, man. Trust me, that's a good time. That's up. It's a social thing. So if you're going to find lifers and thinking you're going to find all kinds of like crazy snakes, it's not. Yeah, it's more of a social thing. So
that's what I was looking for, more of a social thing. I mean,
that's it, man.
See something would be cool, but I mean, at the same time, I just want to meet people and hang out and have fun. Yeah,
get to see Herpin with Dylan. I mean, he lives in he's right.
Does he live out that way? Is he still?
Yeah,
out
he does.
In Illinois? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's up. Well, he's up in St. Louis, but it's only an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
But I would recommend
happened to his girlfriend from back in the video days?
Oh, Amanda, that's a long story.
Amanda, I never knew if it was his sister or his girlfriend or who exactly it was.
It was a girlfriend kind of thing. But just because you're going to put this on YouTube, I plead the fifth on that one, man. Dylan, if you're watching, I'm sorry, man.
We got a question in chat that's important. We're talking about Snake Road.
Yep.
We're not allowed to handle the snakes on Snake Road.
No.
Okay, I was thinking that was the case. You're not allowed to bring in a hook. You're not.
Right. Yeah, there's.
So you can't touch anything. Like you can photo and all that, but you can't move it to get better shots. In other words.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do any of that stuff or mess up the habitat, or you're just basically. And honestly, again, you're in theory, you're seeing these things cross the road, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and so. I mean, they just, it's cottonmouths, a lot of it. So you don't have to mess with them really, honestly. So, yeah. So it's just a social thing. It's fun, man. If you've never been to Illinois, there's places surrounding there where you can handle the snakes. So I think Reptile Dysfunction said, hey, deal breaker on the can't handle the snakes, but you really don't need to. I promise, man. There's so much stuff there that,
I mean, you see pictures of like 10 or 11 cottonmouths crossing the road at the same time.
So Mark's from St. Louis. Hey, Mark, have you been to Snake Road? I think it's Mark Silva.
Yeah, Mark. Let us know. I actually got a house out in the Lake of the Ozarks, which is not maybe that far away. I didn't really map it out, but it may be further of a drive than I think it would be. But,
so there you go. We all stay at the House of the Ozarks.
Hey, you guys should come out there. It's a badass place.
Man. It looks fun.
It sleeps 1 million people, and I don't know.
Yeah.
There's cliffs to jump off of, and
so I don't know. I don't have a map in front of me, but so where are we looking? And it's so you're talking Missouri, right?
He's talking Branson.
It's in Missouri. It's
okay, south.
Yeah, south. So I don't. Yeah. So it may be even further away than.
Right.
I don't know.
There's another place in Missouri called Mingo Swamp that's pretty cool. It's in the boot heel of Missouri. Gone there, same thing. Tons of cottonmouths, and it doesn't have the restrictions that Snake Road has. But
No, really.
Yeah. But if you want to get a bunch of people together from all over the world, basically. Snake Road's a place. And if you get notice out, and somebody may already be planning one for 2022. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, we've been doing it every couple of years, or not. I shouldn't say we, but somebody plans a trip, and it's a blast, man. I've been there, I don't know, 2 or 3 times at this point. It's a great time.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
On one of my last videos, I mentioned that when I retire someday, I'm not sure when that's going to be. It might be sooner than later, the way I'm feeling, but I want to buy like a small, like twin engine Cessna or something. And I just want to take it and like pick up herpers along the way and just like, hey, let's go to Florida and let's go road cruise for the night. And then, the next day, like, no, let's head up north somewhere. Like, wouldn't it be cool
man.
just to
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think
No,
it'd be
I'm with
awesome.
you, man. Yeah. No, if you could get us into Mexico, right, where we get into a place and then we could herp and then we get out of there real quick, man.
Mexico is just one run and you could pay for everything, right? Is that how
Well,
it works?
yeah. Well, plus you don't have to drive through Mexico, right? I mean, you just have to convince them you're not carrying anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
What's that guy? Treetop Flyer? Yeah. What was his name? Crosby or Stills or one of those guys had a.
Yeah, we'll just keep it low. We'll stay below the radar.
That's right. That's right. No, I love that idea, man. I love that. I'm not watching the chat. Is somebody watching the chat? Is anybody?
I haven't been looking for a while here. I'm kind of getting a little slow on here. Let's see. Oh, someone's got
there's
something.
Connor. Hey, Connor, what's going on, man? Do you guys know
East
Connor?
Texas.
Great channel, Connor's Curiosity.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, man, he's got a great flip site. So we could go down there, Connor, to your house.
Yeah, where's the invite? What's going on here?
Yeah, come on, Connor.
No, seriously though, that my wife's not here, so I can say whatever I want. But that lake house in the Ozarks is it's cool, and like it'd be fun to have a bunch of people there. There's snakes on the property, but I saw a speckled king that I couldn't catch, and then there's a bunch of water snakes and stuff. But I'm sure there's a lot of stuff around. I just don't really, we always go in the middle of summer, and it's not maybe ideal for that. But
yeah. She didn't mind. Right. How long did I stay at your house? And she didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It was the cookies you ate, right? It's the damn cookies. I usually eat all the cookies.
Yeah, don't eat her stuff. That's the one thing, man. You mess with Sherry's food, you're done, man. She'll.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a fun video, man. I appreciate you helping me out with that one, man.
No, that was I love that video of yours. That's one of my favorite videos.
I got some stuff coming up. You know how I am, man. I'm lazy and not lazy, but whatever. I got a lot of film. I got a lot of video.
Well, people don't realize, I don't think, that like a video like that, like,
how long
you're
it
the
takes.
writer, the director, the film, the actor, you're everything.
Man.
And it is a project to put something
out. It's tough. Yeah, we've talked about that before. Like you've said, hey, bring people on the adventure. I talked to Squatchy about it, and Jordan Fraley and Todd, you and I've talked about it, that you're kind of trying to bring people on an adventure. You're trying to bring them with you, right? And a lot of times it's tough for me because I go out in Arizona looking for vines, man, and it's not an adventure. It's boring.
Yeah.
You'll see, man. I hang out with Catch It, and you'll get the gist when I put out the video, But
I was looking at that video that Snakes on the Plains made, and I froze the scene where there's the book where you sign, and there's like Lou and Sherry,
right?
There's Smetlogik, there's live streamed, there's everyone, and I'm thinking there's not Todd Autry on that book.
Man, you got to get there.
That was a cool place. That's
cool, isn't it, man?
We were only there for the one, like we got there just in time for dinner, and then went out and cruised the roads a little bit. But I would like to have hung out there for a few days. It was a
neat. Yeah, I hit you guys up. I think somewhere, I don't know. You were doing a live stream. I said, man, you got to go back, get a cabin, and just chill for 4 or 5 days. Sherry would dig it. If you got a cabin up there, you can get like cabins, and
that'd be awesome.
It's legit, man. It's a cool place. It's fun.
That next year, that's the plan.
I was supposed to go there a couple weeks ago, and actually pretty soon I'm going to go camp there again, but it gets cold in the wintertime, but it's cool place. Yeah, that's a great place, man.
It looks just from the view we got, which was a very short view from where the Portal Cafe was, the canyon and everything just looked it's picturesque. And I was just like, I want to go up there, but we didn't.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you get in that canyon and then you bounce down and you're in the desert, right?
Yeah.
So you get all the desert species, and then you go back up in that canyon, and who knows what you're going to get, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see what's going on in the comments, man. I'm not watching. Are you guys watching?
Oh, let's see.
We run across Squatchy in chat once in a while. Squatchy is in chat once in a while.
Skunk ape. We need to change that, Todd Silverstone. The skunk ape thing, I did run into a skunk ape once. I don't know if I ever told that story, but I was down in Arkansas. I never told that story?
No.
So I'm down in Arkansas with Nicholas, and he's, I don't know, probably 10 at the time or something. Anyway, we're looking for mud snakes. And so we camped out in the swamp, and like it was a swamp. It was like a slough. So you're right in it, man. It's humid. It's summertime. And anyway, we camped for the night, and the next thing, I'm hearing this weird noise. I mean,
you made a video of this, right?
I've never heard the noise before, right? And I'm like, what in the world is this noise, man? So, when you're camping, you kind of get paranoid sometimes when you're out in the middle of nowhere. And anyway, take the flashlight, look around, nothing. And at about 2 a.m, we kind of hear something out by the tent. and I'm smelling this smell that smells terrible, right? I'm going, man, Nicholas, wake up. And we wake, I'm waking him up. And then this nose is right there in the tent, man. Like we didn't have a flap on the top. And I got this nose and I'm like, oh God, dude, bear, we're done, man. And it turned out to be, in my video, I think I told you it was a hound dog, right?
Yeah.
Well, the hound dog had been screwing around with a skunk all night. And, the noise we heard was, I think, a deer getting freaked out by both of them. But anyway, the hound dog was freaked out by the deer. So he spent the night by the tent and smelled like a skunk. So the whole night, man, we're just like, God, man, get that smell out of our, Yeah. So that's my skunk ape story, man. So
I was gonna say we need to get Squatchy and like get him a furry suit and then just like push him out there and film it.
He's got the beard for it, man. He's got the beard.
Yeah,
so.
he does. And
yeah.
I have a big ape outfit I wear for Halloween every year, and I used to scare the kids when they were younger. But I'm afraid nowadays someone's going to shoot my ass if I wear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You do that with a herper. Yeah.
Yeah, none of my luck, it'd be someone with a scientific collector's permit from Oklahoma, and it would just go down like that. And
got somebody
from Great Britain
George,
here, huh? George from Great Britain. Nice.
Right on, man.
Yes.
Is George a herper? Do we know if he's a herper? Or?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Somebody from Windsor, Brian.
All I saw on this was hard 6.5 inches last night or something. I was like, I better take this.
Yeah,
post
mute
down.
that guy. Yeah, mute that guy. Hey, would be going on. Is this Brian? Do I know you, Brian?
No, he's talking about rain, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Brian Hines. There's no way he'd be in here, but it.
No, I don't think so. He wouldn't comment nicely on my videos. I don't think. I don't think he likes me so much, and that's
funny.
Okay.
I don't know much about him, but
yeah.
So yeah, man, I've been down by the border a few times.
I've seen some videos of that. I mean, the wall looks pretty impressive. I mean, it's almost like, I don't know. It's like, is there a T-Rex on the other side? What's going on here?
It's weird. If you've never been to the border in Arizona, it's got big metal. It's pretty big, and then it's got razor wire going on the top. So anyway, before Trump got elected, there was that. So I hadn't been back in a while to the actual wall because where we herp, there's not a wall. Anyway, went back and there's a double wall now, man. There's like two sets of that. But every single time I've been to the border, no lie, every time, and I've been there a lot looking for vines. Every time this year, somebody was getting busted. Every time.
Really?
So I'd roll up. Yeah, man. They were in handcuffs, or I'd talk to a border patrol and they go, man, 6 people just rolled through your campground. I'm like, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I was there one night with Nicholas and we were looking out, like I had my flashlight and I saw 2 lights, and you try to be cool, right? You don't want to be that guy that's like, oh man, I'm all scared. Right. So I usually just write it off. Right. And, yeah, man, I saw lights and I thought, man, that doesn't look right. And came to find out somebody had gone through with flashlights. And so I've seen more people crossing this year than I was down with Burke. I don't know, like a month ago. And he had somebody knock on his window. He pulled off the side of the road to camp. He didn't camp in the camping area, and he just pulled off, and some dude came out of the bushes, knocked on his window and was asking for water. So Burke rolls down the window and kind of throws the water out and takes off in his car, goes, I'm not going to camp here tonight. But
isn't
it's
the wall
freaky,
pretty
man.
impressive. Like, how are these people getting across this wall? Or is the wall?
No, there isn't a wall there, man. So they're
there isn't a wall right there.
Yeah, so they're going through some hard stuff, man. I mean, it is hardcore. The Border Patrol told me that he goes, if you could see down where you guys go, like on this where Mexico is, if you could get up on a hill and look down, he said they're sliding down on their butts. It's that steep.
Yeah.
So they make a commitment. Yeah, man. He said they can't walk down it. It's too steep. So they slide down on their butt. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure they get to the road where we hurt. And then the coyote
Does that
goes,
road start with an R?
Say it again.
Does that road start with an R?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But they get to that road that starts with an R, and then they have a few more, big ass hills to get over. Right. So yeah, he said there's people getting scraped up and hurt and snakes and you name it, man. I don't know how they do it. I think they get sold a bill of goods, but anyway, yeah, that's the report from the border in case anybody wanted to know.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
A lot of folks.
I'd like to see the big wall just to see it. If you saw a vine snake up on top in the barbed wire, would you
I'd
climb up?
Oh yeah, man. I'd climb up there in a heartbeat. I'd get shot for one. I don't care.
Yeah, that's right. I got it.
Yeah, that's brutal, man. That vine snake thing. Jace, man. That is brutal.
I've had friends hurt that area before, and they've ran across coyotes with machine guns and stuff.
Wow.
And of course they went down there armed too. And these are people from the Tulsa Zoo that aren't online and stuff. And
right.
They were telling me about, they would hold up their binoculars or as a signal, like, "Hey, I'm just a bird watcher,"
Oh,
and then they
gotcha.
would just get ignored, and
Wow.
stuff like that. And so, it's pretty amazing, because I've kept hearing about this place, and I just keep wanting to go there, and something life's been getting in the way, and I think we're going to turn the tables on it this next year and be down there
Yeah,
somehow.
it's cool, man. It's I can say I've done this quite a bit, and now that I live here, I can tell you things. I've had more weird things happen this year to us than I've ever had. And I've been doing this for a long time down in Arizona. And this year, Nicholas and I have run into several funky things, man, that, again, you write it off. You just go,
Yeah,
I'm just hearing noises and I don't do that anymore. I really don't. I used to go, oh, that's just a noise. That's whatever. Now I'm like, nah, it's not a noise, It's
Yeah.
not a noise. I get yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I get my bear spray out and,
Yeah.
your bear
That's
spray.
right. Do what you gotta do, right?
yeah, man. Yeah, who is this? Connor. Oh, Connor.
Connor.
All the diverse characters we have. Yeah.
Yeah. The chat's full of people from all over the place. We got
Well,
people
Yeah, I
from
haven't
China.
been looking at the chat. I feel bad when I do these things because I never look.
It's
And
tough
people,
too, and I need glasses to see too, so I got to take them on.
yeah,
I'm going to post this on my Facebook page because the entire Smetlogik cult, like, worships Smetlogik and Lou B, and like I don't,
Yeah.
and the only one I
Well,
see
you got
in
half
here,
of it right.
the only one I see in
yeah,
here
they don't
is,
worship me, man.
oh, believe me, they do, Rob. I've been privy to some conversations that you haven't been,
Right.
and I've seen the who's better, Smetlogik or this creator, and it's like you 8-1, and stuff. It's
Yeah, they're saying that just to make me feel good, and that's okay, man.
It's nice having a lot of people on here. To be honest, this is cool because
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know,
this is the way to do
this
it.
by yourself is hard. It's like
Yeah, it
here
is.
I am. What do I talk about?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then you have to bring your wife in. She's doing cartwheels, and you can only do so many cartwheels, right? Before.
And I'm in Tokyo, so she's not. I would use that as a crux if I had to, but I can't right now.
No, I feel you, man. Yeah, you need to post it on your Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some of the dudes. I know some of the dudes from Oklahoma, and I herped obviously with a couple of them, and they're good people, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever done Oklahoma, Lou?
I haven't. I've done more places internationally than I have
Yeah,
in
you
the
have.
U.S. As sad as that sounds,
And you've
I
done
don't
some
know.
cool stuff, though, man. I don't know. It's
just
hard to
get
beat,
lucky
man.
with work. I take advantage of if I got a Singapore overnight or a Bali trip or something. I'm like, well, here I am by myself, which at home, two kids and a wife, and it's not like, hey, let's go to Oklahoma next weekend.
Well, the funny thing about Oklahoma is there's like 7 different biomes in the state.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You can have alligators in the morning. You can go up north, have timber rattlers, cottonmouths. You can zip over to the west side of the state and find western hognose, prairie rattlesnakes, Atrox. I mean,
you guarantee me all this if I show up, right?
You know what? I can guarantee you this if you show up, Lou.
You hang out with the right people. If you get with snakes
right.
on the plains and a guy that begins with an A, you're good there, man.
Someone wants to know what we're all about here. Let's see.
Oh, TC. TC,
yeah. We are the snakes tonight. We're I don't know. It's a tricolored thing going on.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know. A lot of people don't understand this herping thing, right? They go, "What is herping? And is it herpes and yada yada?" And so TC, to answer your question, we just go out looking for reptiles and amphibians. So think of birders that go out looking for birds. We're better than them. Okay, we're way better. No, I'm kidding. But we just go out looking for snakes and frogs and turtles and whatever. And we 3 take pics and we also do videos, right? So we have YouTube channels. So subscribe to all of us. Please tell your friends, family. And it's actually a fun hobby, man. I was thinking about that today. The places you go, the things you see.
That's my wife. We went out to Arizona
and the people,
on that road to Portal, that one road on the way out there. I don't know what it is, but like there was nobody on it. It was like kind of a gravelly road and the sun was going down and we opened up the doors and got out. And it was like America. Here we are. And it was like, I don't know, there was nobody there and it was just wide open and it was us and a rattlesnake. And it was just
right. And you wouldn't do it
there if it wasn't for my crazy hobby,
That's right. That's exactly right. So you wouldn't do some of the things that you do if you weren't herping and that's kind of the gist. So to answer TC, I mean, it's hard to, it's really hard to come up with a good answer for why we herp. What is it? So really, you just have to watch all my videos. I only got about 200, but you go through each one, and by the end, you'll be like, "Oh, I get it. I get it." This guy's crazy.
One thing that's amazing is you target a habitat. You know the animals are there. You cruise it 4 or 5 times. You strike out. Then the one time you find like 3 of what you're looking for, it just makes the whole thing worth it.
It's wild.
It's the anticipation. And it's really hard to do. I mean, when you get into targeting difficult species, I mean, anyone can find a plain-bellied water snake in Oklahoma. Believe me, they're here in mass. But to find a scarlet snake, you know, certain temperature, certain barometric pressure. So yeah, and you're the man that did it. Yeah,
and
yeah,
luck. I mean, it was really lucky. I'm joking around. I just do that when people say I can't find a vine snake. I'm like, how many scarlets you found in Oklahoma, pal?
Right.
We got lucky. We got super lucky, dude. I swear. We went and we talked to a guy and he goes, "Hey, where are you going?" And I said, "Yada, yada." And he goes, "Yeah, it's a good road." We get there and it's late night. And I looked down. I had to take a look. Nicholas stopped. I looked over and I'm like, what kind of snake is it? I just forgot we were looking for scarlets, but
right.
Super lucky, man. I mean, right place. We put ourselves in the right place, but yeah, anyway, yeah.
I just shared a link on the Facebook thing, so maybe some more people will get on. I don't know. I don't know what time it is for most of the people, but anyway, maybe
it is 11
like
here.
10 people on here, 20 people on here, something like that.
One thing, Todd, that you said that I got to comment on this, the whole, we got a good friend named Eric who does this all the time, right? We all go and stop at a spot looking for a target, right? And Eric stays around the car and we'll come back and he's got the target, right? He doesn't go that far from the car. And 2 times this year this happened. I went looking for specks with, what's his face? Oh, man, Silence Dogood.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go look, we hike our butts off. He came to Arizona and I just happened to go up to Phoenix and meet him. And anyway, we go hike. And we missed the turn when we came back to where we were supposed to go to the car. Oh. And so right when we were going to turn around to go back where we missed, Nicholas goes, "Oh, look." And there was a speck sitting under a tree. Man, I'm like, you kidding me, dude? So we hiked 2 hours, hot, sweaty, whatever. There it is, right? And then the other night, real quick, I was walking over in Sabino, close to where we live. And same thing, walking with my wife, do a 3-4 mile hike, get back to the car, literally by the car. There's a diamondback right there. And I'm like, geez.
Of course, yeah. I was in Hong Kong once. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. I was in Hong Kong once where I hiked for like 3.5 hours. And I found this king cobra like when I was giving up at the end, and I was right back to where the bus stop was. It's like,
is that the king that you? Is that?
Yeah, that was the first king I found. That real colorful golden one, and it was like
that was brutal.
I hiked all night in all the prime areas for nothing, and then I came back and I'm like,
isn't that crazy? Yep.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Like, how did this happen?
And my opinion on herping. Somebody put a poll up the other day. Nick Keem on Instagram. Nick's here in Arizona. He said, "Hey, is road cruising luck or is it skill?" And my opinion on herping in general is that the more you practice, the luckier you get, kind of a thing. So the more times you put yourself in the right place at the right time, you're going to get lucky once in a while. Because if you think about it, we all stop at Quick Trip, right? And we get the thing and we decide to whatever. And then because we stopped, the snake happened to be there when we got out of the Quick Trip and went down the road or whatever. We turned left instead of right. We spent 10 minutes with the snake, and then 20 minutes later there's that other snake. You know what I'm saying? So
it always makes me wonder when I road cruise. I'm like should I just drive all night, or should I just park it in one spot, get the cooler out, and just sit there and wait for the snakes to come to me?
Yeah, no doubt.
And then they move in windows too. Like I was out by Guthrie, Oklahoma, a couple weeks back before the whole arm incident, and there was like this 15-minute window where we cruised ringnecks, water snakes. We didn't find any hogs, which were the target species, but like everything moved for like 15 minutes.
Yep.
Going north to south on these certain roads. And Chad, going back to Chad Whitney, he said something about, time is the great equalizer. The more time you spend in the field, the more you're going to find.
Noah's a great example of that.
Yeah. And I was looking at my numbers for the last couple of years and like, gosh, I found so much 10 years ago and I'm not finding it now, but I'm realizing, I used to herp 4 or 5 nights a week and now it's like twice a week.
Chad's right, except for one thing. And Chad and I are good friends. I talk to him once in a while, but he's right. Just the only exception to that is vine snakes. You can spend 150, 200 hours and that's a bunch of BS the more time you put in.
I
You're
thought it
right,
was
though.
funny that I found that one in Costa Rica, and I was like, I hadn't found
No,
any
I saw
snakes the
that,
whole
man,
time,
and
and I
I'm
was
like,
like,
yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
I knew you
I
were
thought of
being
you, and
nice.
I'm like, wow, there's got to be a snake here. And then I was like, is that a snake? I think that's a
No,
snake.
that was funny, man. I knew you were giving me a hard time too, Lou's like, and he didn't, but then he was kind of like, oh, look, here's how you find them. Wink, wink. Like, I got you, man. I feel you.
Yeah. Well, I've heard the guys in Arizona sometimes when they find them, a lot of guys find them actually moving across the road and then see them go up into the bush or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
because I mean,
I
to find
think,
one
I
in
don't.
a bush, I mean, sure it can happen, but I mean, the odds on that aren't so great.
No, we've done all the methods, I've talked about it ad nauseum. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I think a lot of times when you try too hard to, it just doesn't happen. Right. And so,
That's the way it
when
seems
you're,
to work.
who
Yeah.
was that? That was, Jungle Jay. He went out looking for something the other day, and he's in Florida, and he decided to not look for snakes, found a ton.
Yeah.
Right. He's just going for a hike going, I'm not here for the snakes. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just like, hey, who cares if we find a vine snake? I don't.
Yeah, especially if you don't bring your camera, then you'll definitely find them.
That's right.
the way to go.
Yeah, man. No video camera. Right. That's
Yeah.
right. Right.
Yeah. Speaking of video cameras, I was bored in the hotel, so I mine wasn't working, so I took the whole thing
Wow.
apart. Like
Wow.
it's not looking so pretty right now. So
No, it's not.
I'm not
Now
sure if it's going to work anymore. We'll
this
see.
is an AX53 that is in one piece.
No, nice, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, what the heck? So you're trying to fix it, right, Lou?
Yeah, that LCD screen went out, which was fine because I used the viewfinder, but then that went out, so I was like,
You could buy
I
a
don't
new
know. I
one
brought a
with all the
screwdriver
money.
with me, and I was bored, so I just started taking screws out one by one, and yeah, that's when I'm left with.
There's Brian Feely. Hey, Brian, what's up, man?
Yeah, herp nerds. Who would those be?
Yeah, really. There you go, Brian. Brian's right, man. It's good to be out in nature. Finding critters is a bonus. He's right about that.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, going back to why I like herping, is I'm out in places that just sometimes it's, you're in the middle of Kansas. Kansas is a great example. I go, wow,
Yeah.
who would go to Kansas, right? I've learned so much about Kansas. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
You gotta be careful. My wife is from Kansas, so we gotta.
No, but I mean herping wise. I mean, yeah, no, I mean overall Kansas.
I know.
When you go through the west part, living in Colorado, I'm like, man,
Yeah,
But
the Flint Hills
you
are nice though for snakes, huh?
yeah, but even the west, I'm telling you, man, there's some areas there that are deceiving big time, and yeah, it's kind of a hidden gem in my opinion. If you're new to herping, but anyway, yeah, Kansas, you name it, right? There's cool places like Arizona's got some cool stuff, but I agree with Brian, man. Yeah,
That's what I like about like areas like your western Kansas, your western Oklahoma. There's a lot of habitat. There's not a lot of people, but it's also not like in Arkansas, or eastern Oklahoma, where it's all wooded, it's all hills, and it's like the animals are there, but they're a lot harder to find sometimes.
That's what's interesting. Yeah, when someone said, "Oh, go to the Flint Hill area of Kansas," I'm like, there's nothing out there. Why would I find snakes there? And then I was like,
Yep.
oh my God, this was years before I started the YouTube thing. And I was like, oh my God, there's you go the right time of year, there's snakes everywhere. And I was
no,
just
it's
like,
legit. Yeah, it's if I was starting out, if I had a kid that wanted to get into herping or whatever, or somebody new, I'd trick them. I'd go there first and go, hey, look, this is what herping's all about, and then I'd take them looking for vine snakes, just so they get that.
They'd probably find one the first time out too. You never know. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, man. No, yeah. What time is it in Japan?
Yeah, here is it's about a little after 3 p.m. here.
3 p.m. on the 24th, right?
Yeah, the 24th, Sunday,
right?
Saturday, Sunday. Whatever.
I forgot Brian's in Delhi. That's wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's where we need to meet up. So.
Another live stream. Yeah, Mr. Miyazaki-san. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He's leaving another stream. We'll try to catch before the fat lady. Don't know what that means, but that's, Oh, I got you. I get what he's saying. I see where he's going. Yeah, I got it. That's an undercover thing.
Yeah, Connor says East Texas will surprise you. East Texas has some great areas too.
Would agree.
Buttermilk racers, alligators.
Yep.
That's why I need to get this airplane. I need to get this airplane that seats enough of us so we can go cool places and then bounce real quick to the next cool place.
Man, that would be awesome. That would be just, I'm telling you, man, that would be a blast. I'm
going to paint on this, instead of having just stripes on the side, I'm going to make it like a snake that goes up into a snake head on the tail or something cool,
man,
that would stand out,
And then we could maybe pay extra to have a banner flown, right? Like I could have my Smetlogik thing. The banner would just be on the right. Just
Yeah,
every
we'll
once.
hit a switch and they'll just boom. They'll come out. We'll go down to Florida and we'll strafe the beaches and do a little advertising.
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, East Texas. Connor's right. I used to live obviously in Magnolia, down near Texarkana, which is close to East Texas. So yeah, that's a great place, man. I love it.
And we got
Oh,
Ian. Ian, check. Yeah, Ian's up on here. What's going on, Ian?
Yeah. Ian, man, how are those popsicles, buddy? Ian used to be this hardcore camper, and now he's a pillow mint guy. Yep. So I mean, I got to give him a hard time because I think he's got a cooler. I think he's got a maid. I don't know.
Well, he was just down in my area, and I couldn't join him because I was actually heading up to Santa Cruz for another reason. But I think it was like 120 something. It was really hot where he was. I felt so bad for him.
Oh yeah, man! I saw his video. Yeah, that's plus the miles he put on. So
yeah, a lot of miles for a glossy snake, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
And a few other things.
Yeah, but like I said, he's glamping these days, man. He's got a thing on top of his rig that, yeah, Yeah,
that's what my wife. She wants when I first retired before the whole airplane thing. She wants to get like some sort of RV and tour the U.S. But
there you go.
We'll do it. I mean, that's what she wants to do. I'll find snakes that way too.
RV/food truck is what I would do, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And make
hang out on
tacos
the border,
out the back of it.
sell tacos.
Right.
Come up with something.
It's funny, man. There's a lot of times I wish I had a food truck. So if somebody was smart, they'd plant these food trucks where we go, and so
right.
What's going on? Find something in NL, Canada. Okay, he's right about that. What's NL? I don't know what that stands
Newfoundland?
for. No. Nah.
Northwest Bridge, I think.
Oh, I don't know. Canada.
We'll have to find out here. I found a snake in Nova Scotia, Canada. That was a challenge. But,
yeah, Canada in general. I think Ontario herping or whatever. They find stuff. I'm impressed. What's his face too?
Catbird.
Ian's got a new camera today, he says. Ian, you just got on. Have you seen my new camera? Look at this beauty.
Food trucks are hard work, Brian. You're right.
I took it apart to try and fix it, but it's not. I don't know if it's going to go back together. We'll see.
What's the new camera, Ian? What did you get?
Yeah, Ian. What kind?
Spill the beans, man.
Let's see. Does he say here? I got him my glasses. He's done for the year.
Snakes like Ireland. That's funny.
Yeah, that's right. What else again? Rubber boas. Yeah, rubber boas are cool. They're unusual. They're not obviously they're not very colorful or anything, but they're definitely interesting snakes.
Yeah, Lou has 8x10 glossies. He brings those with him all the time in the field. He can give you an autograph picture.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's me.
I just have fake snakes. That's what I bring out.
Yeah,
in the field, so.
I've seen a few of those.
Yeah.
Sony mirrorless. I don't even know what that means.
I know I have a mirrorless. I have a Sony.
Can you not see yourself? What is it? What's with the mirror thing?
Sony mirrorless, like a Sony A6000 series.
Now we're going.
This is a low end one.
Wow.
But it's they're a lot lighter than DSLRs.
Knowing Ian, he spent some bucks. He got a 24 millimeter. Yeah. Yep. Well, you know what that means, Ian. You gotta kick out some bids in, buddy, and show us what the deal is.
Exactly.
He does all that cool stuff, software wise, with all kinds of cool graphics and
yeah, it's insane.
I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't know. There's only so much time I can put into it, and after a while, I'm like, enough's enough. But he puts out some killer stuff.
No, I just love the man. I just love his graphics and the way he chills on his B-roll, and I can if I can just get a transition, just with a funny sound in it, I'm happy, man. I'm like, wow, I did a transition. Yeah. And Ian's like, you need to get into this 3D stuff. I'm like, Ian, dude, I can't even kick out a basic video.
It's the same with me. It's like Ian makes a video. It's a work of art for sure.
Oh, I got you. Connor's on a budget. I got it. I see what you're saying. So you're kind of going, you can't make it to Snake Road when Lou does his party up there. All right.
Yeah, the lake is free. Everybody can come to the lake for free. It's a free.
There you go.
Trip. You got to get there. But.
I'm on a budget too, honestly. I don't know. I don't have.
Yeah, I only go to these cool places because I get paid to come here. I would love to say I would to go look for snakes or Hong Kong or Singapore, but that wouldn't be in my itinerary if it wasn't for the fact I fly there. But I wish I flew more cool places.
What's happening next year, Lou? What do you got? Do you have anything planned?
COVID has shut us down. tonight I go to Hong Kong, but now we don't stay there because of COVID, so we just go out and back, which is about
Gee.
4.5 hours each direction. So that's kind of a shitty night.
But
Singapore,
2020,
what's that?
2022 though, do you have
Yeah,
anything
I,
like
you
anything you're
know,
planning? Like, hey, I want to go find this snake, or
nothing really. I'd like to go back to Costa Rica. I did a Costa Rica trip, but it was a family trip with another family, so it was. I looked a little bit, but it wasn't like a snake trip. I'd like to go to where everybody looks and finds snakes there, and do like a real snake trip there.
yeah, right,
That would be cool. But I was hoping to take my family to Bali for a couple weeks last summer, but that obviously didn't happen. So
right.
I don't really know.
Just whatever comes up, kind of a thing. And
Yeah, Arizona again. From where we went, that place, my wife's like, she's ready to go back there. Like,
yeah, it's legit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was really cool, and we didn't even get to experience really probably the coolest parts of it. But just she likes like little cafes like that, little places that are sort of
yeah,
not in the middle of nowhere, but places you wouldn't expect to find, that are like little gems here and there. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Arizona, you got to come back and do it proper. And yep.
yeah, and I want to go back. I did a charter flight to Miami, and we'll have a few of those. So I went out just for the first time ever, cruising the Everglades at night, and that was kind of awesome, to be honest, especially being
Yeah,
on
it's
West
fun.
Coast time, because 3 in the morning is only midnight for me. So I'm like, I can go out here and cruise all night.
Yeah, it's a cool video, man. You were,
Oh,
yeah, it was an all-nighter kind of a, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
was
Everglades
fun.
is fun. I've done that a few times, and I'm overdue. I got a good friend there now, so he's kind of saying, yeah, not in the
And I guess
Everglades,
once
but
you've done that, you've seen just about everything there, maybe, because there's so many numbers of snakes. But
still
I don't
cool,
know.
man. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I dig Florida. I think it's awesome. Yeah, and I really haven't heard North Florida much, so that's kind of what I would focus on. But yeah,
Oh,
Bali, there you go.
someone's retiring to our place in Bali next summer. It sounds like we got a free place to stay, guys, if we go.
There
I
you
th-
go. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that.
I think sometime in early 2022, when things really start popping down in West Texas, I'm gonna like just rent the entire Outback Oasis, and I'm gonna drag snakes on the plains and the Pemberton boys there.
That's fun, man. That's a fun one.
Because they're just they've been good friends that stuck by me through some stuff this year, and I just really want to drag those guys out there and say, hey, this is on me,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
and hopefully we can, like, I don't know, maybe some other people can come out and meet up with us, but
yeah, it's not far from me. I've already kind of calced out how far it is to go to West. I haven't done West Texas in a while. So when that one's a good one. When I'm feeling like, vine snakes are hard, I just go to West Texas and it kicks my butt. And I go, hey, vine snakes hunting isn't that bad. So
So
have you done
West
West
Texas?
Texas?
Isn't all snakes everywhere then, huh? Like like you see in the videos.
Have you guys been to West Texas? Either one of you?
I have.
Have you? Okay.
But it's been like 2009 last time I was down there.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Everybody's got their opinions. I think it's one of the hardest things to do.
Well, everybody goes for Alterna. I go for the croats.
Yeah.
I go to find the croats on the the sides of the roads, stuff like that.
Yeah, I get it.
And so it's like everybody else. Like, I know guys from Oklahoma who are falling out of trees trying to get Alterna, and
yeah, the problem, it's not a problem, but when you go to West Texas, if you go with a group, you're going to find stuff. If you go with 2 people, you're grinding it, man. But if you got like 5, 6 people on each cut, you're probably going to find something. But if it's 1 or 2 people working cuts, man, that is just,
that's tough.
It's hardcore, man. It's hardcore, but I like it.
Yeah.
Snakes on the plains.
I'm going to try it, but I haven't done it yet.
Nate wants to know what your target species is for you guys.
Target
I don't have
species.
any. I've found everything. So
How
about you, Todd? What do you got for a target species?
I'd like to find a green rat snake.
Easy. Those are just,
and once again, easy. Yeah, I know. It's
no, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Well, I was going to say, they're one that I've always really liked, that I've wanted to find, that I just don't get into those areas enough. I'll find any croat all day long and never get tired of it. I mean, you can dump like 50 Atrox on my head, I'll be happy. but it's just really, I just like the desert in general. So I'm wanting to get down there more this year. I was going to go to Albuquerque and work out from there this year, but the whole COVID thing's kind of screwed that up.
Yep. New Mexico's cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And so it's just really during the day, if nothing's moving, go photograph cactus and stuff,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I saw a green rat. We saw one a couple of weeks ago. Didn't get it. It was sitting on the road. We didn't think we'd see it. And it was the middle of the day. I wasn't expecting. And So we slam on the brakes and the brakes go too far, right? We turn back and it's there and it looks at us and goes, "Have a good day. Take care, man."
It's funny in some of those areas. I wasn't expecting on the roads I was on there, Rob, that I was expecting to be like desert off the side of the road. So I was expecting like, all right, I see a snake. Well, there's no hurry to go back to it. I'll just go walk out a few feet in the desert and find. I didn't know it was going to be all like grassy and like good luck finding something if it leaves the road.
Yeah, no, that's true. Some of that was the rain we had this year, though. Some of that is, it's way overgrown compared.
Yeah,
compared to
the Catalina Mountains were awesome. How green they were. It was like,
yeah, definitely, man. Yeah,
cool.
I live pretty close to those. It's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, my target, if Nate, if you're wondering, I'm looking for a shovel nose down in Oregon pipe. That would be my target for sure.
Well, that's a cool looking one. Not that I've ever seen one, but I've seen pictures.
Yeah, I need that one.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and I need some stuff out west. I need a shovel nose out west. I need some rattlesnakes up north. So probably some of that stuff.
Yes, I never have a target. Like anytime I go somewhere new, like sure the gray banded king snake would be awesome, but I'd like anything in that area would be awesome for me. So I try not to maybe set my sights too high, maybe, or try and get to the really bizarre things. I just, even seeing the rattlesnakes that you see all the time, where I'm sure it gets old after a while, but
no, man, I love it. No, definitely. Yeah. No, I try not to take stuff for granted here for sure, man. It's Desert Museum is cool. I think Brian mentioned that. It is. It's cool.
I remember years ago, I went to that Desert Museum before the YouTube channel and all that. And I heard a bird in a cholla, and the bird was making a lot of noise because there was a snake going up the cholla. And I'm looking back, and I have video somewhere on an old, I don't know what it's on, but it was on tape. But it was an all black snake, and I'm pretty sure it was a coach whip. Do you guys have all black coach whips?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yep. Or
I chased it around for a while, and it was pretty fast. I'm sure that's what it was, but I've never seen one since.
Was it in the day?
Yeah, it was in the daytime. Yeah.
Yeah, coach for sure. That'd be my guess. Yeah.
Do you see black ones very often, all black like that, or is that?
I haven't, but they're here for sure. They're black with some red. Yeah, they're cool looking, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, Willard Eye's a good target. Who is that? Oh,
Snakes on the Plain.
Yeah. Those are easy too.
Crate and cobra. Yeah, I had some good times with the cobras and the crates. I got lucky on a few trips over the years. I definitely put myself out there in the middle of the night when I was tired, or the daytime when I was tired, or whatever, and put in some time. But I got rewarded a few times, which we all.
Yeah, I dig your. I don't know what it is, but the thing you go down those things where they're trapped in the. The water.
That's the canals, awesome. Yeah, that's
I love that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, there's other areas I'm not supposed to show because people don't want me to show it.
No, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like spooky, and I don't like things don't spook me, but like you're walking in a 3 mile long tunnel that's you can't see either end. It's daylight, nighttime, it doesn't matter, and there's snakes in there, and it's freaky, man.
Yeah, that's when you don't want to. That's when you don't want to run into a person. That's when you go. You're not supposed to be here, man.
Yeah.
No, and then the guy goes, exactly. I live here, and you go, okay, I'll be going now. Yeah, that's one thing about herping is that kind of stuff. Just the whole running into things you're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no cars around, and there's a dude, right?
Yeah.
He's got like a wife beater on or whatever they call him now, right? And I'm just like, bro, you're not supposed to be here, right? And they stop and look at you, and you look at them, and you go, man, something's not right here. So yeah. Or you're down in the South. I've been in the South several times where, just people pop out of the woods. I'm like, hey, what's up, yo? What do we do now? So
what I always like are the people like that pop out of the woods on you, and like you're on public land or you're like on like a game preserve.
Right.
But they act like you're in their territory.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, what you doing here, boy? And it's just like, what? I'm bird watching. I mean, it's
right.
I mean, I'm not going to rat out your illegal marijuana grow or whatever you're doing. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, right. Yep. But it happens all the time when I go to Oklahoma. I had a couple of your boys, I'm like, whatever, Jubal, just get off my back, bro.
You can always throw a striped copperhead at Jubal and they'll chase him away from here.
I missed that one.
Oh, Ryan's looking for his first rosy boa. Yeah, it's about time. Go out.
You did find it.
Oh, you did find it?
I thought he said you helped him find it. Maybe he's
maybe I did. I can't remember. Maybe I did, Ryan. That's right. I think you did find one. I remember you sent me a message or you sent me something, probably a comment on a YouTube video. And I'm stoked for you, buddy, man. That's awesome, man. It took me years to find one, and I know the feeling, and it doesn't go away. That's really,
Yeah,
really
maybe
cool.
he, maybe
Congrats.
you, yeah, maybe you didn't find it. He wants you to. I don't know. I can't really.
No, maybe. Maybe. I know someone mentioned earlier. I'll have to comment back. Let me know if you found one or you didn't find one. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think the Rosies are what? How much do you charge to help people find those? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
that's right. That's a
If you
special.
watch Lou's video, he's like, "Oh, I'm Family Guy, whatever." But there's a clip where I saw you guys exchanging money. You're like, "Hey,"
It's called super chat. If you put some money down there, then
yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll read the comment, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I can help you
Yeah,
find that. Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, I had a
Someone just
blast
tried
this
to
year, man. I'm
message
really
you.
sorry I didn't run into you. We
Oh,
just miscommunicated. I swear, I was like, "Hey, you want to go walk?" And you're like, "Yeah, can I wear flip-flops?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can." And then it dawned on me there was something that you and I miscommunicated, and you went somewhere else. And I'm like,
yeah.
"What the heck?"
Well,
Yeah,
I was under the impression, and maybe I got my days off, that you were already in Portal,
I
and
was.
you were going to be there the 2 days, like that. I wasn't going to be there, and the day I was going was the day you were going to be there, and I was going to the other area out
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
west, and
yeah,
I'm like, I'm going to miss you by a day. I didn't realize you'd actually come back to
yeah,
Tucson.
yeah. My van was being wonky, or my 4x4 or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot what was
Next
going
time,
on.
man.
But
Next time. I'm
yeah, we'll
bummed
get it.
about
We'll get
that.
it.
Yeah,
We'll get it for
definitely.
sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I ran into a lot of people this year. You'd be amazed how many people come to Arizona. It's crazy, man.
Well, I tell you, I've been looking for houses in that area. I mean,
Yeah,
serious. It's like,
it's. I cannot tell you the number of times I was out. No lie, man. I'm in an area. I thought, man, we got this one, Nicholas, and I found this. Nobody knows. And I hear Smetlogik, and I'm like, how can that be? There's no way, man. So
Yeah.
that happened more than once. It was weird. It was really
That's
weird. So
I get
yeah,
that on like Whitewater Road where, everybody in Southern California goes.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like it's not a it's it's like, oh, you put out a few videos, someone will know you there. But I was
yeah.
once in the city in Chicago, and in Chicago, in the middle of the city in a Taco Bell, a
I
guy came
saw
up to
that,
me. He's
man.
like,
That was
yeah, and I
funny.
was just like, this is bizarre. It was I don't know, it was just bizarre.
It is. That happens once in a while. Like, people recognize my voice here. So I'll be in the dark on a road that we walk pretty much every night, and then I'll hear somebody go, like, "How did dude do that?" He goes, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Do I owe you money, or what do we need to?" And then I went, "Smetlogik," and he goes, "Yeah, watch your videos. I recognize your voice." And it's just weird. It's just weird to have that go
Yeah.
down. So.
It is a weird hobby that you can use this YouTube to kind of make not a name for yourself, but people, like, you share your passion, so then other people share that as well, and then you can run into people and they're like, it's just cool. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I ran into some really cool people. I got to hang out with Dylan this year, a couple other people. Yeah.
Did you know he
So
was coming, or how did that work
he said
out?
he was coming, and then I said, "Hey, dude, we're just pretty good friends," and so I said, "Hey, when you get here, just let me know." And I just kind of literally ran into him at that road with an R. And
Oh,
yeah, I'm
really?
just parked down there, and he's like, boom. Then we leave, right? I go, "Hey, hopefully we can hang out later." He goes, "Yeah, whatever, whatever." We go to a separate place, right? That I didn't think he would know, and he comes rolling up, right? I'm like, wow, right? So yeah, we hung out with him for a little bit, but not a ton. Just whenever we ran into him, So
Is he still like way into snakes and stuff, or is that just kind of like,
yeah,
I
he
know?
is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, kind of. I mean, I think he just got off YouTube because just doing the same thing over and over. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
black rat snake," and you can only talk so much about that, and you see one. Yeah, he's just like, "Dude, I can't keep doing this." So, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's rocking. He's fine, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
He's living in Illinois still, or where did you say he
He's
was?
St. Louis area, I think. Yeah, so
St. Louis
he's
area.
and he's
Yeah.
doing the zoo. He hangs out at the St. Louis Zoo, and
Yeah,
he's
I think
doing
I
the
actually
bug.
have his snake DVD or something he sold way back. My son wanted, was we were watching YouTube. He's like, we got to get this DVD or
Oh
something.
yeah,
So
it's a collector thing. I
yeah,
mean,
I
it's
got one
going
of
for
his
like
DVDs somewhere.
$100 on eBay right now. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he's a good
well,
dude.
maybe I won't
Yeah.
have it for long.
He's a good friend, man. Dylan's cool. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
cool. I'd like to
hopefully.
run into him someday. I'd like to run
Yeah.
into is it Pecos Hank? And haven't you run into him in the field sometime, or did you do a video with him?
Went down to Texas and hung out with Pecos Hank for a little bit. Yeah. Good dude. Yeah, good dude.
Yeah, I like his style of videos.
He's good.
Kind of funny, and it's just kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep. Enjoyed. I said, "Hey, man, I'd like to go out with you sometime, right? We'll go chase some tornadoes." And he doesn't do that. And the reason he doesn't is he's really focused on his tornadoes, man. And here I am going, hey, and right, if he decides to back up or go forward, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, are you sure you know what you're doing?" Even though I think I'm hardcore, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want somebody distracting you, and so
That's
but
one thing I've always wanted. I saw a water spout, I guess it was, but it was pretty impressive in Singapore. But I've always wanted to see like a full blown tornado, heading across the prairies of the Midwest or something. But
yeah, that
that'd be
guy's
awesome.
legit, man. Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
you see him, Todd, right? I mean, that's your. I
Yeah,
was talking to Nate, Nate and Steve about that, and they go, it's overblown, man. We don't get that many tornadoes.
well, what Oklahoma gets is they get a lot of tornadoes, but they're these smaller, like EF1s, EF2s.
Right.
And then they hit out in the western part of the state, so they don't do a lot of damage. They may not be on the ground long.
Right.
And now, once in a while, you get like an EF5 that hits the Oklahoma City area or the Tulsa area, and it's a disaster. And there's big fatalities and stuff. And and it's just like, and those are, I mean, they're awesome to see, but you also know that there's like some bad stuff coming with them.
Yeah, definitely. That's
man.
I obviously don't want to get hurt. It's just like when I drive home from the airport. I always pray for that non-injury accident just north of where I am, so the freeway is just free sailing where I go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fascinated with. We've run into bad weather, when we've been out herping and stuff. So
it's scary stuff as a pilot. I mean, thunderstorms, they will mess you up. Like it's nothing to joke around with. Yeah.
No, we had some violent stuff this year in Arizona, man. It was off the chart, man. I ran
scary at a certain point. It goes from oh, this is kind of fun. Oh, this is kind of interesting to like, oh shit, like this isn't fun anymore.
No, man, you can get your butt kicked. I can't tell you the number of times that when we first got here, like, we can go here. And then we get trapped in between two washes. And then we go, we could get through that wash. And I've gotten out and walked in it. I'm like, no way, man, we can't get through this thing. Right. Cause we'd see animals flying down the wash because of the rain. Right. And I'm like, oh man. Yeah. It gets kind of brutal. So Nate wants to know if I got some new merch coming soon, I think you're going to have to stay tuned, dude. I am going to have some.
Squatchy did that video with that one T-shirt. Now everyone's hitting me up. Oh, did those guys have merch? I'm like, I don't know, man.
It's really old, man. It's a long story, but it's an old merch thing, and it's not, it's a long story. But I got my own stuff coming out for sure.
Really?
That's all I can say. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. I think you guys will like it. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Step up my game now.
Yeah, man, you got to. So anything we're missing, or how are you guys doing? I don't even keeping track of the time. I don't want to.
I don't know. I've got nothing but time, but we can kill it anytime you guys want.
We've been
I'm good.
For an hour, 7 minutes.
Wow, dude, we are
still a few people watching. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone. Roderick said he went to a microburst once. Very scary. Yeah, you'd be glad you were on the ground if that was the case. You definitely wouldn't want to have that happen in the air. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were on the Illinois River after we were going after salamanders one spring, and that blew a tornado warning, and just hail started coming from out of everywhere. And there's this little abandoned school building that was like an old Cherokee Indian school. Right. That was off the river, and no one's been in it in 40 years, you can tell. But they left the desks in there and everything. And we were run in there to seek shelter, and the place is just overrun with cave salamanders, western slimies. I mean, we're sitting there quick, and stuff.
That's cool.
While we're taking shelter, and the wife chewed me out for not getting out of there. It's we couldn't have got out of there anyway. We were so far. I mean, you hike 2 miles to get to this place.
Yeah.
And it's just you might as well take shelter in an abandoned building. And it's a really interesting place. A lot of limestone bluffs down there. Illinois River, good place.
Yeah, and I think that, when you're out like that, if you have an abandoned building you can get into, that's here in Arizona, you're kind of screwed, man. I mean, I can't tell you the number of times, and now I'm pretty wise. We were in a little canyon wash thing this year on the road with an R, looking for snakes with a V, and this stuff started to come out of the sky with an R. Rain, and we looked up. I swear, Nicholas looked up, and he goes, "Man, those clouds, that's not good. I know it's not." And I go, "Dude, those are just clouds." Then we started to hear thunder, but then you look to the left, and it's blue, man. I swear, you just right. You go, "No big deal." And he goes, "We're out of here, right?" And sure enough, I swear, we got out of there. And I mean, 5 minutes later, this thing just rolled through and rocked it out. I mean, hard. We barely got out driving on the road, right? Without, there's hail and man. You
It's
gotta
nuts.
you gotta be serious, man.
I was,
Yeah,
I
and we
was,
fly, in the airplanes, we have weather radar, so we can see,
Oh
through
yeah,
the clouds and see all that. But it's funny, it's not like, oh, here's a thunderstorm, here isn't. It's when there's too much outflow and too many clouds, the radar becomes almost a mess of stuff. So it can be very interesting to try and pick your way through it. And
oh, I
when
bet,
you fly
man.
through a thunderstorm, you try not to, but if you get through some heavy rain, when you're going, 500 miles an hour, it is like someone taking a hammer and
I
just going
bet.
bang, 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 bang on the window. It's
Wow,
well,
wow.
an abandoned car. If you can
what's that?
find an abandoned car or a junked out car that's like just in a
That's a good
field,
point.
you can crawl under it, and that's great hail protection and a
Yeah.
sheet of plywood. I mean,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
we've done that
Yeah.
before, like out by Black Mesa in the
Yeah,
Panhandle.
weather can be scary. Like,
Yeah.
if someone
I
hasn't
think
been
I think
scared by the weather, they haven't been out in the weather.
Yeah, the problem with Arizona is the washes, right? The
Right.
problem is if you're walking in a wash, you don't know
It's
where the
interesting. Have
water's
you ever
coming
seen
from.
that happen? Have you ever seen a wash go from completely dry to all of a
Yes.
sudden here comes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. Because what
Yeah.
happens is the rain happens like up somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, further upstream, and you don't know it, right? And so you're thinking it's cool. Oh yeah, man, it's freaky. It is so freaky. It is just because you come to drive over the wash and you go, oh man, I can't. This was dry, and
Yeah.
now it's not dry. And why it didn't even rain here, but the water's coming. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Arizona's super. I learned my lesson big time, man. You do not screw around with that, man. You listen to the noises by your tent, and you get the heck out of there when it rains, man. So who is that? Say somebody. Oh, I missed a lot. You do need to rewatch because
Yeah.
Lou gave all his spots. I think
Yeah.
Todd gave
that's
out some
right.
spots in Oklahoma.
Well, I tell you, we've got spots in Oklahoma down south where like we find our pygmy hot spots. And if you're down there and you're in a storm, it's the same concept.
Right.
The roads get shut down.
Right.
And so I'm buying a Jeep. I'm getting ready to buy a Jeep, and I'm going to get that thing jacked up like about, I'm going to have to like have a trampoline so I can bounce up into it, because everyone gives me grief about being short, but it's going to at least be able to make it through that stuff because
Yeah.
those people actually down there in those areas get isolated during a heavy rain.
Wow.
Well, when I was in Costa Rica, the guys, well, they're 4 bys. They have the big snorkels that go out the side so the engine can
Yep,
breathe.
they have
when
them here.
go.
Yep. I didn't know
Yeah.
what those were for, and I asked somebody, and they go, "Dude, it's when we go through the
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get one on my card. Not that I go through it. I just want to look cool, right? I'm like,
Well, there's that.
yeah, I can go. Hey, man, I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah. Weather is scary. It is, man, Arturo. I think it is when you're out herping, man, and you're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know.
And some of the best herping is right before a storm front.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it's just everything starts moving. And
But do you guys find that to be true? I just go when I can, wherever I can, and that's not very often. So I don't even let the weather ever affect. I just go when I can.
Right.
Yeah, I found, maybe it's not for everywhere, but for sure in Colorado, Arizona seems to be the same way. But if there's storms around, but it's not right where you are, I don't know what it is, something with the barometric pressure. I don't know why it gets snakes moving, but it seems like if there's storms around, but they're not right where you are, yeah, man, it just gets things rocking and rolling.
When we get the airplane, and when we do the airplane tour, we'll just follow the cold fronts, and we'll just stay a little bit in front of them. We'll just follow them across.
No,
and
that's
we'll see
true,
if that
man.
works or not.
Yeah,
that'd be the idea.
pressure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Someone asking where the good spots in Hong Kong to find snakes. I can't really say the good spots, but we stay out on Lantau Island, which is where the airport is, and Lantau Island has a lot of snakes. So you go to Lantau Island and try and find some areas. That's all I can say. Guys have showed me where to go, and I can't really say on here, but I wish I could.
Well, I tell you, I face an added challenge. I'm married to a lady who, when she was younger, an EF4 tornado hit their town.
Oh, wow.
Her friend's dad wouldn't come in like the church building they were all in, and so he died in the parking lot.
Man.
Just totally crunched him. So she gets really nervous about me being out in any weather, and I'm like, but that's how you find the snakes.
It's tough though. Yeah,
storm.
right.
It's like, and then I've got other buddies, like there's a guy named here in Tulsa named Mike Scantlin, who's a storm chaser, and he's also a herper. And I think he works it all to his advantage and stuff. He's like there, and he can be out there, like during those times in front of those things. But he goes all over the country. He's one of Reed Timmer's buddies.
Oh wow.
and so he gets to do a lot of stuff like that, and you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's cool to take advantage of his situation. And Randall here saying, yeah, flipping tin only works in the States. It's funny because a lot of the places I go, Singapore and Hong, nobody ever flips anything, rocks, nothing. And it's just a waste of time. You know, maybe it's just so hot and humid that I don't know. But yeah, it's funny how it seems to be a U.S. thing. And I don't know. There's got to be other places people flip debris, but maybe not. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
how,
maybe the humidity or something. The snakes don't have a reason to regulate,
yeah.
thermal regulate. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've tried looking under tin for vines, but that doesn't work.
yeah, Kyle Hutchison, he's part of the Smetlogik gang. He's like, yeah,
Kyle?
I've seen Mike eat a timber off the road in midair.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So what is this now? What are we talking? The Oklahoma, what is it called?
Smetlogik.
They call it.
Kyle Hutchison came up with the name, and like everybody's getting Smetlogik tattoos, and
Man,
Maybe that's the new merch. Maybe the new merch is snake.
Wow, man! If you're getting a tattoo, this must be serious. So, are you a Smetlogik guy?
no, I'm not cool enough to get the tattoo yet.
So you're not in the club.
You know, I kind of think I am, but I just it's been a bunched up year. I haven't got to hook up with the guys a lot. But
because I was talking to Nate about that, and I go, "Who's in this Smetlogik?" And he said it's kind of we don't talk about it because we don't want to hurt people's feelings, and so I think it's a secret society.
Oh, okay.
So. But you'll know if you're in it, so obviously you're not,
Yeah.
which is a bummer. Sorry about that, Nate. I didn't mean to spill the beans, man. But
yeah, it's but yeah, check out Kyle Hutchison's picks.
Yeah, I will, man.
He's up there. He's good.
Has he found a scarlet snake in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How about a vine snake in Arizona?
Yeah. Has he found anything in Arizona? That's what I got to know, Kyle. If he found a
Hello from Belgium. Belgium, what's going on? Early morning,
man.
I'm guessing over
They
there.
flip stuff in Belgium, I think.
Yeah, it might.
But I've heard in some of the European countries you can't flip rocks and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that that's like habitat destruction.
Yeah.
And
where? Where's this? Oh,
in Europe.
Oh, right.
And I have a friend who's a bug guy in Pennsylvania, and he was like looking for some kind of spider, and he flipped, and this was once again in Pennsylvania, and he flipped some rocks that were too close to a copperhead den, and he got a $250 ticket.
For where was this? Where?
Pennsylvania.
Wow. Yeah, Pennsylvania's kind of
Oil.
Kyle said he.
I wonder what my ticket would have been, Rob. What would my ticket have been for like handling a snake if I did down there in Portal? Was it like they said I could get a license for like $80, and I figured the fine would probably be less than $80, anyhow.
I don't know. Because I do everything above board. I've never gotten any tickets, so I don't. There
we go. I'm asking the wrong guy, apparently.
You are, man. You are. So Kyle said he found 2 scarlets this year.
Yeah, he did. I saw the pics.
Yeah. But did he? I'll check his thing out and see if he has any vine snakes or you know what I'm saying, rosy boas or. I'm kidding, Kyle. I'm joking, man.
Lone wolf from the Midwest, Indiana. Jeez,
Indiana, right on, man. Indiana. I've never herped in Indiana.
I've actually found a few snakes. I think we crossed over when we were down south in the Kankakee area of Illinois, and I think I cruised some roads at night over on the Indiana side and found a few snakes. But
yeah, Jake Seals. I don't know if you guys know Jake, but he's old time herper now. He used to be young, but he's from Indiana. Finds some stuff once in a while, but I don't know.
Kyle's saying next year for you, Smet. He's coming out to Arizona. It looks like so.
There you go, man. You can show me how to find the vine, Kyle.
Well, someone's saying out here, Brian, the Virgin Islands, you can get a big fine for touching a sea turtle. Okay.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You got to respect stuff. I think that's one of the things I'm going to have a video coming out on that. But wherever you go, you got to kind of know the rules. You know, there was an incident back at Snake Road a couple years back where somebody, had a hook, yada, yada. It doesn't really matter, right?
Right.
Why you had one there, you're supposed to know, right? Probably got ripped a little too hard, but same for me. I got a ticket in Texas and, a couple $100 for hopping a fence and, life in the big city. But, the deal is there was a sign there. Nicholas goes, "Hey, it says we're not supposed to do this." And I go, "Are you a herper or what, bro?" And so we hopped that.
Nice.
It was a setup. It was a setup.
And I always go out with these kids that are like 19, 20, 21.
Right.
And like I herped with their parents, and their parents quit herping,
Yep.
and like I still herp with them, and they're like, let's hop that fence, let's run over and check out that barn. Okay, guys, you guys are like 100 pounds and in shape, and you can run really fast.
Yeah, right.
I've got arthritis. Like I'm like overdosing my
And a
Jerry
bad
curl.
arm, apparently.
It's like I'll just stay by the truck, and I'll be
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
to make
yeah.
the escape.
Yeah, I'll keep the truck running. You guys go.
Exactly.
I'll be the driver, man. What does it say? Hey, Mr. Smith, does the backwards hat call the snakes in? You know, and you're from Texas, dude. So what do? It's this, I think. You know. Yeah, man. We don't like Texas Longhorns in Arkansas, man. Razorbacks all day long. Yeah, man. So
that's great.
Yeah, you got to obey the rules, man. I'm not a saint, so I've been down in Arkansas. They spray paint the trees down there purple.
Purple, yeah.
Yep. And so what I do, and it works. Okay, you just got to go, hey, I'm colorblind. I thought it was gray. And they can't prove it. And so you get out. You get off the problem down in Arkansas or somewhere like that. They'll shoot first and ask later, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So
you got to worry about that in Arkansas and a lot of eastern Oklahoma.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to Connor's property, even though they probably know who I am. But I wouldn't go on their property, man, if I didn't. Yeah, you got to get down south, Lou. You got to do the south proper.
It sounds like a party. Yeah, don't go on these properties. People will shoot you.
Yeah, it's a little different, I think. I would classify Oklahoma as kind of the Southish a little bit. Yeah,
yeah.
There's some good old boys there that'll show you a thing or two. I think. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I've run into a few weird scenes down there. Kansas, Oklahoma.
I'm getting too
Missouri.
old for some of the weird scenes.
No, I get it. I
look the other way. Now I'm just kind of like, this could end badly for somebody.
No. People say that too. They go, man, what's the most dangerous place you've been? Blah, blah, blah. And Mexico was sketchy for sure. But I got to say, man, South I just don't like being in the middle of nowhere and having people roll up, man. It's happened more than once too. It's just, you hear that, you're not from around here, are you? And I go, no, I'm not, man. So, but then I go, look, man, hogs, man.
Well,
that's the free card now with the merch.
Yeah.
I usually wear a cowboy hat when I go out herping and stuff.
There you go.
You go. And most of the places I hit in Oklahoma, they've at least, they can kind of tell you're from the area. You may not be from that city, but you're from the area.
Right.
But you go down like Louisiana or something, it's a whole nother ball game. Certain parts of Arkansas.
Yeah, depends on where you are, man. It depends on how far back you get, and it can get a little weird. And I'm just running into some weird things, man. So,
and one thing I do is I join a community group. Like if I'm going to herp Pine Bluff, Arkansas,
right,
I'm going to go look for a Pine Bluff, Arkansas community group, and
right,
say, hey, I'm going down there to bird watch. What do I need to watch out for?
Yeah, right.
Because like if you say you're a snake guy, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, well, you got to come to my house and get all these snakes, and all they've got are like, plain bellied water snakes or something.
Right.
And they're calling them copperheads. So you say you're a bird watcher, you kind of avert that.
Yeah.
And you just say, hey, I'm driving a silver Tacoma. We were up at Elgin, Kansas, me and a buddy named Travis. And we went there like on a tip from Chad Whitney, actually. And we cruised all over that town, the roads outside, found nothing. And then
I know Elgin, yeah.
Yeah, this one truck comes from out of nowhere and like tails us for like 20 miles. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
And like we're going 5 miles an hour, and like I'd stop and try and wave him around the truck, and he wouldn't do it. He's just like, I'm going to follow you. And and it's just kind of like, what is this, Children of the Corn? I mean, you're thinking it, and it's you run into some stuff out there.
No, I have. I've run into some weird little deals, but I love the South, man. I really do. I love the food. I love the people. Yeah, I dig it. So,
what's your favorite place? If you were to go anywhere in the South, where would you go?
Man, I grew up in Arkansas. I dig Arkansas. I kind of like what Connor said. Arkansas, East Texas. That's me, But Georgia probably, just so I could get more viewers because of Noah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never been to Georgia, but it looks pretty. I get my peaches from there, but no snakes. But what does he say? Huskies all day long? Yeah, I guess so, man.
Was that right? Yeah, so I left it up for a while. Yeah.
I haven't watched the chat, but hey, up to you guys too. I don't want to.
No. I every once in a while I'll click on one of them, but someone says they avoid weird scenes. Yeah, that's good
Well,
advice
Oh, there
there.
you go. Connor says, "Hey man, if you find me a lifer, I'll let the gate down." That's good.
Oh, there,
T-
yeah, there we go. Someone
Tennessee's
says
another
Tennessee has
place you
surprises
watch your
too.
back. You can watch. You need to watch your back in East Tennessee.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, Noah's rocking it. Yeah, he went from. I remember talking to him once. He's like, "You think I should start a YouTube channel?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." And next thing I know, I'm like,
Right.
"Hey man, yeah, what's going on? How's that YouTube channel doing?" You know?
Yeah, he's famous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
I
if-
you know, props to Noah. I like the guy. He puts the thing about Noah is he puts the work in. So you can
Yeah.
go, man, you know, whatever. He's young, he's making, and I'm like, dude's making money herping. What I don't, man, if you could do that and
No
you're a
kidding.
herper,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
cool. It's funny
yeah,
because
man.
I met up with the Catch It guys once, and it's like they got over 100,000 subs, but it's like, yeah, but our videos only get like 1,000 views, which is kind of bizarre, you know. Which is,
Yeah,
you know,
they suck. It's because their content's terrible. Is you know. No, I know those
they don't
guys.
even
They're
put out
great.
many videos anymore, do they? I don't really see much from them.
They're doing some cool stuff though. Trust me. When they get around to putting the video out, I mean, Burke's just been really raw. So's Jeff. They both have been putting in the work. We'll put it
Okay.
that way. Yeah, big time. Yeah, they grind it. So when you see their channel, except for Mexico, you'll see the stuff they do in Arizona. A lot of it they grind pretty hard to find it. So
Okay, because I mean,
well, Burke,
all he has to really do is find snakes out by a swimming pool, I think, and he can get another 100,000 subscribers. Really,
yeah,
I think
man.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, he just flips it, and yeah. Truth be known, but
Yeah,
no, they're
right?
good. I like hanging with them. They're good people, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They're-
I only met them one night, but they were super cool. And we had a good time. It was,
Yeah,
true
they're good
story.
people. They really are. They're laid back, and I really haven't run into too many weird herpers out there that I would not want to herp with again. You know, so that Snakes on the Plains guy was a little weird. So
Yeah, he's a little shady.
yeah, it seemed like it. He gave me a bunch of merch, and you know, he's like, hey, you know, yeah. He's both those guys are legit. Steve, man, his drone game is strong, man.
Do you watch his
Wow.
channel?
Unbelievable, man.
I said about it, but man, you got the drone shots with the speed ramping, and
Yeah,
you got
man.
all this other stuff, and I'm like, all the time lapses. I'm like, who did all that? He goes, oh yeah, it wasn't me. It was the other guy.
Yeah. So Nate, I'm like, yeah, good job. And he goes, oh well, and then I find out it's like, oh, Steve's filming all your stuff. But Nate takes some crazy pictures too, man.
Yeah, he does.
So we were hanging with them, right? We ran into them, and we're on this road, and we're like, whatever, we've been on this road, do your thing. And anyway, they do their thing, and I get a text. We're waiting for him at the bottom of the road. He goes, got a Regal ringneck. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. We were just on that road. And then like 5 minutes later, he goes, got another one. I'm like, dude, what the, trying to show us up. And then he goes and finds sidewinders, man. The dude, then he found a hog, and yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, rubbing my nose in it. So whatever, man.
He didn't find a vine snake though. So I mean, like,
he didn't go looking. He said, and he didn't.
But that's what he tells you.
Yeah,
That's what he
respect
tells
for
me.
me though. Yeah, I know. There's a video coming out going, sorry, Rob, I found one. Yeah, no kidding, man. It's when people come to your state, right, and show you up. You're like, oh, okay, I got you, man. I got you.
That happens though.
It does, but I asked Nate, hey, have you found a scarlet? And he said no. So I said, all right, well, get to work, Yeah, Pemberton boys. Yeah, they're good people, man. They really are.
Yeah.
I like them, man. That was a good time running into them. I just ran into a lot of people. Honestly, I didn't plan much out. The whatchamadoodle, I can't remember his name. What's his name out there? Justin, come on, help me out, man.
Justin.
California. What's the name of the Silence Do Good?
Oh,
Yeah. He happened to be in Phoenix, and yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey, man. Yeah. So he bugged me a little, not bugged me, but he just said, hey, I'm here if you want to hang out. And I go, I got a morning free. Let's do it. So, yeah. But what do you say? Beginner's luck. Yeah, there you go. That guy's a liar, man. He put the work in. Yeah, he cleaned up, man.
That's cool. It's cool it's always cool when you put in a long day and you're just not finding anything, and all of a sudden it goes from like, oh, this sucks, and all of a sudden, boom, and it's like lightning, and it's like, oh, now you're having the best day ever.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny. Literally every other herper that comes to New Mexico shows me up. Yeah, but you're in a weird place, E-Reptile. You're in my opinion, you're not in the prime New Mexico. They're going to other places other than where you're hanging, I think. I don't know. But yeah. New Mexico's okay. It's a cool.
I was another thing is people, if you follow your community pages and things on Facebook,
right?
People will like find 5 milk snakes in their backyard
Right.
or something, and you're like, I just went out and flipped 50 rocks. Couldn't do it anymore. Didn't have the youngsters with me. And you put in all this work. The temperature's perfect. You've talked to people who know milks, and
Right.
you're doing everything by the book. And then it's like someone finds like 10 of them under like a tin pile in their backyard when they're cleaning it out.
Right.
And it's stuff like that just,
No, it's tough. Yep.
eats you all up. And I do this thing locally where, like, on the local pages, oh, you got copperheads, let me know. I'll come snag them. I've got equipment, I've got tools. Don't worry. It's really to get on their
Two good arms.
property. It's to get on their property and
Yeah.
find out what else is there. Because
You might have a
copperheads,
coral snake I need to take off your property.
exactly, or a milk or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just other people find stuff that you hurt for, and it's maddening.
No, it's crazy. It happens. Yeah. Birders do it all the time. Can't
Right.
tell you how many. Yeah, but I get them back. I lie, right? The Trogon out here is a big thing, or whatever. If there's oh man, I saw this bird. It's like red and green, and where'd you see that? I'm like, yeah, there you go. It's payback.
Is that's somewhere in those mountains? There's a bizarre bird, right? What is that?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Trogon,
that's it.
Yeah. Most birders have seen them, but
okay.
yeah, I play a joke on them once in a while sure, man. Yeah, I got to, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's funny in Singapore. The one place I go looking for snakes, it's mostly people go looking for birds there. It's kind of a wetland marsh area, so
right.
I usually don't bring up the whole snake thing. But the one day I was like, "You guys happen to see any snakes?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, there's a king cobra right over there." I'm like,
oh,
"What?"
Wow.
It's just like it's like.
Was that when you found your king cobra, or?
That was the second one. Yeah, it was the one in Singapore where I went across the path, and it was kind of cool looking, but it wasn't a real pretty one. But yeah, but those guys are like, "Oh yeah, there's one right over there." Like
wow.
like if I wouldn't have said anything, I would have walked the other direction and not even seen it. So
is there anything over in Asia that you haven't seen that would be cool, or?
No, yeah, that's a tough one. Here in the Tokyo area, there's nothing really, but yeah, Singapore, I've seen most of the cool stuff. The blue coral snake's my favorite, but I've only shot that with the GoPro. Ever since I got my new camera, which was like 5 or 6 years ago, I have never seen one since, and it's like I've been waiting to get the best footage I can, but it hasn't happened. And now we're stuck in a hotel room, so I can't go out. So
yeah. Oh, that's true. I get why you're saying that now. So
yeah.
Kind of fly in, they go stay, and you can't go out. And
yeah, you can't leave your room. You'll get arrested if you leave your hotel room. So like all these places, I go to Bangkok, stuck in the hotel. Singapore, stuck in the hotel.
So get arrested. What if you have to exercise? Or that's what you're doing is exercising, right?
Well, when you put the black tar and stuff on your face and you say you're going out to exercise,
right?
Yeah,
but man, the views you get, God, that'd be great. Luke Boyer gets arrested.
Yeah, that's it. Trying to find a snake of all things.
Yeah, there you go. They wouldn't let me out. They're keeping me captive, and
that's right.
You could start a movement, dude.
This big campaign, Free Lou Boyer.
Yeah, Free Lou, right? Yeah, man. Free the
I'm not even sure my wife would be a part of that, trying to get me out. So.
We'll set up this GoFundMe or something. It'll be classic.
That's funny, man. Well, I love the idea about Snake Road and the plane, man. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dan, somebody hopefully somebody's planning that in 2022, but it's good stuff.
Well,
I'd be down for that for sure.
Wasn't the North American Field Herping Association, didn't they, back when they had the forums, weren't they the ones that planned the Snake Road deal every year?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a few guys like Mike Piddleton and some of those guys would. Yeah,
Chris Haas, I think.
I'm not sure if Chris. I don't know. I haven't seen Chris out there. I haven't seen Chris out there. But
maybe I'm thinking wrong. But
no, yeah. I don't know how involved he is with the the North American
thing. Some of those guys doing some of these like Ecuador and Guatemala trips and stuff. Yeah, obviously you got to pay for those, but
yeah.
That looks like it'd be kind of fun. I haven't really seriously thought about it because I just it'd be my whole family would want. My wife would want to go, and it wouldn't be like the vacation trip she was probably envisioning when I told her we were going. Hey, we're going to Ecuador, So oh yeah, but
they get into some pretty funky areas, and you got to kind of help them and take data and some of that stuff. So I think Nicholas got invited on one of those trips, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. But there's some people going to some cool stuff. A good. There's a friend of mine that lives here in Arizona, Ross, has a thing down in Ecuador where he's dealing with some
Yeah, well,
endangered.
I haven't gotten the email saying, "Hey, man, we'll pay for your trip if you video the experience for us." I
Yeah,
haven't gotten
there you
that
go.
one yet. I'm waiting.
No, I feel you, man. I think that a lot of these guys are doing research. They're grinding it out and keeping data, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they get people to fund them, and so it's not so much a herping trip per se. I mean, it is, but yet you gotta
yeah,
play. Yeah, you gotta play to pay, kind of a thing. So,
yeah, exactly.
what do we
Yeah,
got?
yeah.
Who's Melinda Bell's got 4 cats, 5 dogs, 3 lizards, and 4
And
snakes.
4 snakes. What kind of snakes we talking, Melinda? What you can't leave us with
Notice.
4 snakes. The rest of the stuff we could I don't care what kind of cats or dogs you have, but the 4
Oh, come
snakes
on, man.
we need to.
Jeez.
Well, no, I'm not, I have a dog and 3 cats, so I can't
There you
say that.
go.
But we've got to figure out what kind of snakes you got.
That's a good point. And do they all get along?
Yeah, right. All right, I'll see if she responds.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Lou's sponsored by Red Bull.
I don't drink Red Bull anymore. I gave it up of all things. It's the one thing I actually like, and I gave it up of all things.
Well,
I
you
don't know
kind of gave it up. I kind of helped you. We didn't tell people that, but right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Now, with
what's-
medical, like we have to do it in Japan for a pilot. In the U.S., like if you walk in the door, you get your medical. Like you obviously saw the door and you could reach it, so here's your medical. Go fly airplanes. In Japan, like it's a full blown medical. They take blood and EKGs and all kinds of crap. And
Oh, wow.
the last couple of years, my liver or something, they said, hey, something's on the rise here. I think it was my liver, maybe it was my kidneys. I think it was liver though. But I looked it up, and I looked up side effects of Red Bull, and one of the things that came up was with basically what I had, but it hasn't been proven in adults, only in rats. And I'm like, well, I don't know. So I'm giving it up for a year to see if my next medical will actually make a difference, and if it does, I guess I'm giving it up for good. And it's
What
I don't
did
drink
you
coffee.
replace it?
What's that?
What did you replace it with?
Nothing. Yeah, it's
Oh,
I don't-
wow. Good for
yeah,
you,
I
man.
I drink Coke every once in a while, but it's not like, I don't know. I like the taste of Red Bull. It wasn't like it woke me up. I just when I was editing it, I always have a Red Bull, and having a Red Bull made me think, all right, I'm editing now. This is fun, or I'm looking for snakes. I'm drinking a Red Bull. So
yeah.
it was always associated with something I really enjoyed doing. And
Well, and it's cheaper than cocaine. I mean,
well, if the cocaine doesn't have any side effects like the Red Bull does, maybe that's a new option. I don't know.
No, I get you, man. I get you. I drink coffee, so I feel that, right? But
I'm strung out on the iced tea from Quick Trips, so
Quick Trips, man.
My wife swears they're putting something in it, and they're controlling my brain. And
I'm sure, man.
It's like 3 a.m. She's like, where are you going? What are you doing? It's like, I'm running to Quick Trip. Why? And it's like, I need tea. And she's like, I'm like thinking, yeah, this really doesn't make sense. Maybe they are controlling me.
Probably. Is it sweet tea or is it just tea? Is it
unsweet?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I just want the caffeine. I just want the caffeine. And
see, for me, it's not the caffeine, because like my motto is, if you're living the dream, why would you want to wake up, right? So
right,
like I don't need the caffeine. I like the taste. I don't know what it is. It's weird.
I feel you, man.
Taste. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, cocaine is a bad rap. I never did cocaine, so I don't know. Oh, it gets a bad rap. Is that what he's saying?
Gets a bad rap.
That's not a good statement, because that statement could be taken either way. So,
yeah.
So hopefully Connor's dad's not watching this, right? So I'm going to watch Connor's next video, and if he's going, hey guys, how's it going? It's Connor.
Hi, this is Connor.
Right.
Yeah,
I give up the Red
50
Bull.
snakes. Yeah.
I watched these 3 guys, and they said no more Red Bull.
I've laid so much tin, I can't even remember where it was.
Well, guys, I'm going to probably cut it off here. We've been on for I don't know how long, but I'm going to try to get a few hours of sleep before my flight to Hong Kong. So
yeah, dude.
Hey, thanks for coming on. This was fun. I'd like to do this again if you guys are up for it.
Yes,
yeah, man,
definitely.
we should invite Nate too, the Snakes on the Plains guy or something.
We'll get some more people on here. I don't know how many this thing will let me do, but
I think you can do 6 before you have to go to a paid account.
Oh, well, we'll do 6 then if we can.
Yeah, man, whatever. Yeah, I think it's fun to mix it up, get different people in, and
definitely.
Yeah,
man.
All right. Well, for those who watch, I usually delete these the next day. Like I'll probably keep this one up for a little while, but
leave it up for a couple days if you can.
Yeah, we're gonna this is gonna blow up all our channels. I can feel it.
Exactly.
I've already lost. Let me see. Yep, 5 subs already. No.
Yeah, that's the way mine usually goes with these lives.
Yeah, I know, man. People are like, whatever, dude.
And I gain 10 anytime I mention Lou's name. So
yeah. Yep. Well, Connor,
all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks again for joining me. Everybody in the chat and everybody who watched the video, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We had fun, talking about snakes.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Go Razorbacks. Go Razorbacks.
Go Razorbacks. See you guys later.